with Jess Lujan.
Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. It's sports night again tonight. I have the folks from the GFA, soccer that is, Guam Football Association. I have the president of the Guam Football Association, Richard Lai. Alongside him is the technical director for the Guam Football Association, as well as the head coach for the Matau team. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Thanks for having us, Jesse.
And congratulations, man. I mean, you guys, you and your team, not just the guys and the gals that play, but your own technical team have done a tremendous job getting soccer to where we're at today. Richard, I'll start off with you. What's up, man?
Football is up.
There we go.
It's one of the hardest sport program on Guam now, and I believe that we did the right thing, put the right people in the right place, in the right ingredient. Now Guam, our last competition with Taiwan, we beat them 3-0. When you beat a country with a size of 26 million people, with only 200 or less thousand population in Guam, it really feels good.
And we go back to this, you know, I mean, we always talk about Guam having the heart, the spirit, the athletes that can have the potential. We talk about facilities. You guys have taken care of the facilities. You've got facilities. You've got the coaching, and you continue to build up your coaching staff as well as your players. Tell us a little bit about, again, how you got the gaffer here. This is called the gaffer here.
Gaffer was the last ingredient of our cookbook.
Okay.
You cannot teach player properly without a good facility. And then that's what we've been working on the last 10 years to build the GFA facility. Now I'm very proud that we have 3 artificial turf finished, 2 outdoor futsal field, 1 outdoor beach soccer field. And we have almost 4,000 adult and children members who play actively every week on Guam in our program. We built this program more than 10 years ago. That's why the Matau national player, they are not player that we just discovered yesterday. It was player that were with our program since they were 6 or 8 years old, 10 years ago, and now become adult. And at that time, we believed that we need a good facility and then a good football pitch. Then we bring in the good coach, just like the reason why most of the parents send their kid to named university, like Harvard, Stanford, because they believe the environment is perfect, the faculty is good. So we build up the environment. Then last year, actually 14 months ago, then I discover Gary White, and I know that that's what we need, is another level of coaching. Somebody that came from Europe. Europe, everybody know that. They are always the best football player in the world. So that's why I discovered Gary 14 months ago. When I first met him, surprised him, he don't even know where he's gone. He don't even know why I'm interviewing him. But I will let him to tell you that story later, how we make this happen. And because of Gary have such high caliber in coaching and credential, and the facility that we have, and then plus the young children that we've been developed the last 12, 13 years, it's almost really like a recipe with all the ingredients together. And that's why the results start coming in.
Now, Gary, of course, the coach of the Matau team and the technical director for GFA, when you first took this upon yourself, did you write or immediately after, let me go Google, what the heck is a Guam? Where am I going? What did you see, and then what enticed you, again, to say, hey, I'm going to take on this challenge?
Well, we met in Seattle. I was working in Seattle, coaching in Seattle, and we met a setup from Sherry Stewart, our administrator and manager of the office in the GFA, and she set up the meeting, and we met for the first time in Gordon Birch in Seattle.
Sure.
I had no idea who I was really meeting. It was kind of like a fate type of situation, because it was the only weekend I was actually in Seattle, and he was only there for that weekend to visit his family, who go to college in Seattle.
Fate.
Yes, some type of fate kicked in, and then we met, and Richard started telling me all about the programs that he's running and the GFA are running and the history of the GFA and where they want to go. And I was so convinced by this guy that I've never met before, his passion and drive, that it really started to get me thinking about the possibilities. But what I had to do first is check out who this guy is, because you know, you meet a lot of people that talk a lot of things. So I went on Google and searched him like any smart person would, and Richard came up everywhere. And I couldn't believe that a guy from such a small country could hold such prestigious positions in FIFA and AFC. So immediately after I saw that he was of a high